Have you ever felt stuck while speaking English? You know everything what you want to speak, but the words don't come out fluently. Don't worry, you are not alone. Millions of people around the world facing this problem because at the stage of beginning, definitely they will face this problem, and if they don't face this problem, that means they are not learning English. Everybody face this problem, but the only solution is we have to overcome this problem, right? So if you watch this video till then, definitely you will find a better solution. And in this video, we are going to talk about why does this happen and how can we overcome these problems and why most of the people make these mistakes. And stick till the end of this video. Definitely you will find a better solution. Okay. The first struggle is which every English learner faces, which is fear of making mistakes. We all know about it, but most of the people don't focus on it. Right? If you are worrying about fear of making mistakes, it means you are not learning English. Just try to come out of this problem as much as possible. You have to make mistakes, and also you have to try to rectify those mistakes. And today, if you make mistakes, tomorrow you have to rectify those mistakes in the next conversation, right? So don't fear about making mistakes. Just let's say, for an example, you are about to say something in a conversation, but your mind will suddenly freezes while telling about that because you hesitate to speak English. You feel exactly about that time like, what if I make mistake? What if I sound stupid? Right? You feel like that, and suddenly your mind freezes, and rather than speaking, your mind will stay silent, right? So you don't speak in front of people, right? Mistakes are common in learning English, right? Not only English, every language if you take, mistakes are common, right? Just try to rectify those mistakes, try to make more mistakes, but make new mistakes, right? And if you want to come out of this problem, just follow these three tips. Definitely, this can help you a lot. The first one is start speaking slowly. Right at the beginning stage, you want to speak like a professional English speaker. It doesn't possible because you are not that much of experience and you don't have that much of knowledge in speaking English. So just try to speak like a small English. Just use simple sentences and you use simple phrases and words, whatever you got. Just keep your English in a simple way. Then you will feel more comfortable and your mind will feel more clear in while speaking in front of people. Right? So just try to have simple English in conversations. Day by day, if you keep on focusing on it, obviously you will speak like a pro English, right? Obviously you will speak like a professional. But at this beginning stage, if you focus on professionality and if you look for the perfectness, definitely your mind goes blank and you will always hesitate to speak English in front of others. So just try to speak slow at the beginning days. And if you want to have more fluency in your English, just try to have conversations with yourself in front of mirror. It is a better option. And if you don't have any English partner, just try to have conversations every day, at least 5 to 10 minutes with yourself because you will not judge yourself, right? Obviously, how many mistakes if you make, it doesn't matter. Your mind will not judge you and your inner voice doesn't judge you, right? And you will feel more comfortable in speaking English also, right? So just try to have conversations, try to follow this mirror technique. Definitely after 1 month you will see tremendous results in this English, right? You will never believe now, but if you practice this, definitely you will get to know something about this, right? The magic of mirror technique, definitely you will get to experience. And also, the third tip, obviously, we have to have practical experience in English speaking, right? But most of the people they give an excuse like we don't have at least one single per- English partner to speak fluently and to practice every day our English. Then how can we overcome? How can we improve our English fluency? They feel like that. They give this obviously they give this excuse, but you have so many options in your mobile, right? Just try to have more conversations with AI tools like Gemini, Google Assistant, and some of ChatGPT. All these AI tools you have in your mobile, but if you keep on giving this excuse, it means you're not willing to speak English fluently. The more you practice, the more you learn. Most of the people will say about it, but they don't practice. You also know about it, but you don't practice, right? So just try to have more conversations. Don't worry about fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are common in learning English, but you have to rectify those. Okay. The second struggle is thinking in your native language. Especially in learning a language, especially in English, thinking in English is also very important rather than speaking and writing or watching, whatever it. It is a main important thing. If you don't speak, if you don't think in English, and it means you're translating word by word from your native language into English. It doesn't work like that. If you keep on translating every single word from your native language into English, you always feel hesitate and you'll always feel confused while translating words and while speaking in front of others also, right? So just instead of translating, instead of thinking in your native language, just start thinking directly in English, right? It will give you more clarity and you'll never hesitate while speaking English, right? Because you already think directly in English, obviously the words, the flow of words will be consistent, right? You'll never hesitate. You'll never feel low confidence while speaking English, right? Just instead of translating, just directly think in English. Thinking in English is very, very important. Most of the people are ignoring it. But if you keep on continue this process, you will never become fluent in English. If you want to improve your thinking skills, definitely thinking abilities, just try to surround yourself with English, right? The more you watch, the more you listen, the more you speak, the more you write, everything, whatever you say, whatever you do, just try to do that in English, right? Because you are end of the day you are wanting to improve that English language, right? So what you have to do end of the day, whatever you do, just you have to do in English only. This is called surrounding yourself in English. Surrounding yourself with English, right? So the more you spend time with English, the more you feel comfortable, right? The entire day, if you if you stick to the only 10 to 15 minutes English, and rest of the day, if you try to mm, listening or speaking with in your native language only, end of the day, and tomorrow you'll feel more new to the language and you'll feel more uncomfortable while speaking also, right? The more you spend the time with English, definitely you'll feel more comfortable. Okay, and think directly in English instead of translating. I'm saying again and again. Okay, and the second tip which you can follow, just try to have use simple words in English, right? Instead of starting with critical words, instead of starting with critical phrases in English, just to use simple words in your speaking, in your conversations, right? Obviously, as I said, your mind will feel more comfortable and confident while speaking, right? So just use simple sentences because you are not wanting to become a professional English speaker. Of course, you there is a your that thought might be there in your mind, but if if you are ignoring these basic situations, basic conversations, basic words, if you are directly focusing on the speak of the English, definitely how can you improve it, right? It will never possible, right? So just instead of using critical words at the starting days, I'm talking. At the starting days, you have to go with the simple phrases and words and sentences, whatever you call. Just try to keep your English in simple. Okay. Have you ever wanted to say something but just couldn't find the right words to speak? That's what your vocabulary is not good enough. Most of the people are only speaking and listening. They are doing right, but they are not focusing on vocabulary. The third struggle is lack of vocabulary. If you are facing this problem, just try to rectify this, try to focus on this problem. English vocabulary is more important. I'm not saying you have to know each and every word in English and you have to use each and every word in English speaking. I'm not saying like that, but just you have to know the basic vocabulary to speak at least simple English, right? I hope you got my point. Speak at least simple English also. You need to learn the vocabulary, right? So learning vocabulary is very important. Just try to learn 5 to 10 words every single day, right? So if you try to use those words, not if you try to use those words in your real life conversations day by day, after 1 or 2 months, definitely you will become more confident by learning the vocabulary by focusing on vocabulary, right? So just try to learn at least 5 to 10 single words or 5 words every single day, right? And not only learning, you have to apply those words in real life conversations, right? With yourself or speaking with someone else. Try to speak more using those 5 words only, which you have learned that day. Then, if apply like that, definitely you improve your vocabulary in a simple way, right? But most of the people they're doing like they are learning vocabulary 5 to 10 minutes. They're writing on a book, but they're not using in their life. How does it make sense, right? So you have to learn at least 5 to 10 minutes words, and you have to apply them in real life. Okay. And the second one, try to listen more and speak more. Right. Also, listening, watching, speaking, writing, reading also can improve your vocabulary levels and you will feel more confident. You will feel more comfortable with words, right? So, the only thing if you keep on focusing on vocabulary, like speaking and thinking like that, you'll never get the attachment with the words, right? You'll never get the real meaning of words, right? Just try to know more about the words. Try to go very deeply with the words, and whichever the way the topic comes, you'll never feel hesitate, right? So just you will go with the flow. If you have enough vocabulary in your mind, right? Just try to have more vocabulary, and also you can use some apps like Duolingo, and some kind of apps will be there in Play Store. Just use those apps, and you'll get more vocabulary, and you'll get more usage of like regular verbs, regular vocabulary will be there, right? In those apps, just if you use them, you will feel more comfortable, and you will get to know, okay, this is the vocabulary we have to find. And if the situations comes to speak, if the word uh, you have to use necessarily, and you will not feel stuck while getting that word, right? If you have enough knowledge in using vocabulary, right? I hope you got my point. Just try to start learning at least 5 to 10 words in one single day, every day, without skipping at least one single day. Right? Try to focus on this vocabulary, and you will reduce the lack of vocabulary problem. And the fourth struggle is pronunciation problems. You know most of the words in English, but if you don't know the pronunciation of the words, then how can you use those words in your real life conversations or while speaking with someone else also, right? If you don't know the exact pronunciation of the words, you'll never feel very confident while speaking while using those words in your real life conversations. What I'm trying to say is, if you keep on focusing on grammar, focusing on learning vocabulary is very important, but you have to know the pronunciation of the words also, right? If you learn more words in vocabulary, in English vocabulary, it doesn't only make sense. You have to know the pronunciation of the words also, right? Then only you will feel more comfortable while using those words into real life conversations. I hope you got my point. So, if you want to improve your pronunciation skills using those words, just try to listen to the native speakers. or try to watch more English videos, podcasts, professional English speakers. Try to listen to them and immediately repeat those sentences, phrases, or words, whatever they say, immediately in English. Right? Then your mind will process the English language and it will get the clarity. Okay, this is how we have to maintain English. This is how we have to use the sentence in English. This is the complete structure of the sentence, and your mind will exactly know about it, right? If you don't even listen to the native speakers, and if you don't even follow those kind of English speakers, and your mind will obviously confused, right? How to use this phrase, how to use this word, what is the pronunciation of this word. To try to have more grip on pronunciation of the words, right? So just try to listen to native speakers and more videos, and obviously you'll get to know something, that the usage of the words, the pronunciation of the words. And also, instead of clearing, instead of continuously focusing on the biggest sentences, biggest phrases, just try to break those sentences, biggest phrases, into small phrases, into small words, right? And understand those phrases by dividing them into small, right? So just instead of focusing on the biggest, if you don't understand the biggest phrase, just try to divide, try to break the sentence into small, right? Then your mind will understand, and it means like you are focusing on simple sentences, simple phrases. As I said at my first point also, you have to have more grip on simple sentences and words, and gradually you will improve. You will get to know the from the basic English levels to the advanced, right? So directly, if you focus on advanced level of English speaking, definitely you will not get, because the foundation will not be there of basics of English, right? And just try to focus more on pronunciation also. It will help you a lot while speaking, while getting the clarity, while speaking with others. Many people know English, but still hesitate to speak. The reason? Lack of confidence. This is the fifth struggle which every English learner faces: lack of confidence. If you don't have the confidence while speaking English, and you will never feel the flow of the language, you'll never experience the language, right? While speaking. You have to have confidence. Confidence is very important while speaking, while learning the language, not only English, whatever the language it will be, you have to learn that language with full of confidence. Right? End of the day, confidence also matters. Confidence is very important while speaking English, especially while speaking with someone else. You have to act like a confident person. Fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel, right? If you don't feel the confident, but acting like a confident person will help you a boost, and it will improve your efficiency while speaking. Right? I hope you got my point. Right? Fake it till you make it. This is the best tool you have to utilize. You have to use in your real life. Right? And it will help you a lot to boost your confidence, and it will help you a lot to speak some more time with others. Right? Even if you don't feel the experience of it also, just act like a confident person, right? So you'll get the better results. And the second tip which you can follow: speak more English with your friends, or join in some groups, English speaking groups, and try to have more conversations in those groups or with your friends also, right? So then you will feel more confident, and then feel your mind will observe more English content, and by taking input and also giving output also, in those 2 ways, your mind can help you by joining those groups will be there, like English speaking groups, and speaking with friends also. You will take input, and also you will give output while speaking English, right? So just to try to have more conversations with people, It could be your friend, it could be your neighbor, it could be your family persons, whatever they are, whoever they are, just speak more with them, right? To get the more confidence you are speaking, right? End of the day, confidence also matters. And the most important thing, celebrate small wins. Every English conversations is a progress. And yesterday you was nothing in English speaking, but today you have something. You are something and you have improved a lot in English. But if you are even feeling like I'm not able to speak like a fluent person, I'm not able to get the fluency in English. No. Yesterday it was zero, but you are at least you have improved 10% English today. Just celebrate that. Celebrating small wins will play a crucial role in learning to getting some more fluency in English, right? So just try to celebrate your small wins for each and every English conversations. You have to celebrate that win, and you have to feel proud about it because English learning can be tricky, but if you keep on giving your efforts, if you keep on working hard in it, definitely one day you will speak like a pro person and you will speak like a professional English speaker in English. Right? So it is going to possible to you. And this is all about this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop speaking. Okay? Bye.